What's all the P.M.S with Coach G? It's positively motivating sisters with purpose, meaning, style. Are you ready for positive conversations inspiring you to your next level? Do you need motivation to get you growing? Are you a sister, woman, leader, boss, mom, wife, female, her, she? I think you know what I mean. Are you seeking purpose in your life? Do you know the meaning for which you stand? Do you know your style is your unique authenticator? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, this podcast is designed with you in mind, which embodies the whole you, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. Sisters, we are on a journey in connecting you from where you are to your what's next with purpose, meaning, style, and it all starts with you. Hi, this is Coach G. Think of me as your chief P.M.S cheerleader, motivating and wanting to see you win in your personal and professional life, your connector, guiding you and bridging the gap from where you are to your what's next. I am your growth coach, empowerment speaker, mom, wife, Christian, and I get to serve you in doing what I am passionate about. You. Sisters, we are on a journey for you living your life on purpose, for purpose, with purpose, meaning, style. As I always begin saying, thank you for listening. First time, second time, many times, all the time. Thank you. We are in episode 52, and I want to talk about Brave is her story. Of course, we are in Women's History Month, and it's a celebration for women who walk this journey, just braving the storms of life and the sunshine. So, if you've listened to me last episode, I was sharing that I just turned 50. So excited about this new chapter and journey of my life. So I have a new hashtag, forging ahead at 50. That's like my statement, right? And I wanted to share 50 growth lessons, that want to grow on. So if you didn't listen to episode 51, go back and listen to it. So again, we're in Women's Month, and I want to stop and you, celebrate you for living, being, standing, and starring as the main character in your story. Because you know what? You are her story. When I talk about brave, it's her story. That's you. Brene Brown states true belonging is the spiritual practice of believing in and belonging to yourself so deeply that you can share your most authentic self with the world and find sacredness in both being a part of something and standing alone in the wilderness. True belonging doesn't require you to change who you are, it requires you to be who you are. And so, as we talk about Women's Month, celebrating you, celebrating your story. You know what? Because we all have a story and we belong in that story. Each day you get up, you get to be the main character, the kind of story that teaches, heals, empowers, lifts you up, strengthens you, and gird you with the tools to stand, fight, believe, pray, pursue, and win. So, can I share a celebration moment with you? You know, I have been wanting to write books for over 20 years. You heard that right? Over 20 years. And I was presented with a first project of being a co author, or this opportunity. It's being a co author in Lioness Volume 2 with visionary Dr. Monique Flemings and other amazing women. So that's why I said, for me, it's forging ahead at 50, but now forging ahead at 50, brave. And in this case, roaring. But I had to choose to stand brave and take the first step. We always talk about that. Just take the first step. So I'll share more, but it's coming very soon. And I want to make sure that you get a copy of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about why we're here today, why we're listening today. Let's talk about three weapons of bravery. There are so many ways that we can, exercise bravery or, how we can make statement about what does it mean to be brave. But in this case, I just want us to talk about three weapons of bravery. You know, whether you're braving the storms and sunshines of life in your career, in your relationships, as a woman, as a professional, as a mother, as a wife, in whatever role you play in your story. So, one of the first ones of one of those weapons that you can have, those tools that you have, is forgive yourself. You probably say forgive yourself. What does that mean what does that have to do with being brave? A lot. You know, you can't get caught in the emotions of he said, she said, or I should, I could have. So it's a sense of forgiving yourself because maybe you thought I should have taken that action. Oh, why didn't I do that? Oh, well, he said this or she said that. You know what? Stop and forgive yourself. Can I illustrate something to you? I like to illustrate forgiveness to, as a part of not forgiving yourself or others as a stopped up drain. When a drain is clogged, it doesn't allow things to flow. It can begin to create a stink or an odor. In this case, you begin to have stinking thinking. So when you choose to forgive yourself, forgive others, we are allowing things to flow with ease, moving into your next forgiven. And you know what? Moving into your next brave. Then that second one I want to share is stand. Sometimes it takes courage and bravery to stand when you know what you want, or even when you feel like, hey, I'm right about this, or someone you feel like I need to confront this situation. But you know what? It's about timing. Standing is pausing in the moment. This can be when you ask questions, when you take time to reflect. And one of the most important parts of it, keep your peace. Have you ever watched a movie and needed to pause it because you had to take care of something important? Sometimes we have to pause so we don't miss the moment of what's next. And then the last one I want to share with you is embracing the unknown. Yes, that takes bravery. Embracing the unknown. If you think about it, when you wake up each morning, you can plan your day, but we never know what that day may bring. Esmeralda Santiago states a question. How can you know what you're capable of if you don't embrace the unknown? Can you think about that for a minute? So, in other words, we get to play and we get to press into the narration of our story in order to gain the strength to harness our true story. So, whatever you do, know that you are brave because each day you wake up, you're facing that day not knowing, but you still live through it, you stand in it, you live in it, you're being in it. And that's how we brave in her story, which is your story. And so, again, I thank you so much for each moment that you stop to listen, that you are empowered. And I hope that in that you are brave enough to share with someone else to empower them. Or maybe you're at a moment, again, I always thank you for the opportunity that I can share with you, offering one on one coaching. Maybe you're looking to, set that goal. Now I'm ready. What did I just tell you? Over 20 years, I wanted to write books. Okay, so more is coming. But I had to take that first step and go through that coaching process, even for myself. And so, as a growth coach, as a leadership coach, I offer that one on one coaching services, group coaching, keynote speaking. You can go to the website, gstylecoaching.com, look in the show description for the link. And you know what? Let's get ready to work together and win. And in the meantime, sisters, share, keep sharing, keep growing. Share your comments, subscribe, rate, follow. Whatever you do, continue to stand in your story as the brave woman you are. And in saying all of that, until next time, sisters, let's keep growing because it all starts with you.